Hello everyone, this is Professor He. Nice to see you again. The topic of this task is about the charts and tables of properties of water vapor. The property of the working fluid is often organized into two-dimensional tables and diagrams for engineering application. The properties of water vapor include PV chart and TS chart. Due to the low compressibility of water, the isotherm is steep on the left side. It shows that when the water is compressed isothermally, even if the pressure increases a lot, the specific volume change is not significant. The water vapor chart commonly used in engineering is the enthalpy chart. On the HS diagram, work or heat is represented by a line segment on the graph line, which is more convenient for the engineering calculation. The enthalpy chart is commonly used for refrigerants such as ammonia and freon. The connection of the vaporization points on the isobaric lines CA1, the lower boundary, the saturated liquid line, and the isoquality line. The connection of the vaporization completion point on the isobaric line CA2, the upper boundary, the saturated steam line, the isoquality line. The lower boundary and the upper boundary intersect at the critical point C, forming a saturation zone surrounded by the saturation curve. Beyond the saturation zone, there will be no isobaric vaporization of water, such as state 1 to state 2. Constant pressure line. On the pressure volume chart, the line segment in the saturation zone is a horizontal segment. On the temperature entropy chart, the line segment in the saturation zone is also a horizontal segment. On the HS diagram, the line segments where the isobaric line is in the saturation zone are straight line segments with different slopes. Now, let's talk about the enthalpy diagram of water vapor. Point C on the diagram is the critical point of water. There are 4 lines on the HS diagram: the constant pressure line, the constant volume line, the constant temperature line, and the constant quality line. The constant pressure line in the wet steam zone is the constant temperature line. Now, let's talk about the water vapor property chart. Water and water vapor cannot be treated as ideal gases, and figures and tables are used in engineering to determine their state properties and perform calculations. 1. Properties for the saturated water can be found in Appendix A2 or Appendix A3. 2. Properties for the superheated water vapor can be found in Appendix A 4. 3. Properties for the compressed liquid water can be found in Appendix A5. 4. Temperature entropy chart for water is shown in Appendix B1. 5. Entropy chart for water or molar diagram is shown in Appendix B9. Okay, that's all for this task. Thank you very much and see you next time.